Hello, everyone. Let me get the bubbles on. All right, hello, everyone. So, today I wanted to talk about splitting the bill. Now, there are two kinds of splitting the bill stories, versions of the story. Now, the first one I want to talk about is going out in group settings, and I absolutely do not like going out to eat in a group unless it is with my family. I love my family dearly. I enjoy spending time with them. But aside from that, if I'm just going out with friends, no. And I'll tell you why. There have been times where I have gone out to restaurants with friends and we have gone out to eat and enjoy ourselves, and mysteriously they don't have their wallet, or they're trying to get one over on the people at the table. Mr. Wise, welcome. Guys, go subscribe to Mr. Wise. Show that brother some love. I was looking at your braids the other day. I'm like, ooh, his hair looks fresh. I'm like, nice, nice, nice. Did you braid your hair yourself, Mr. Wise? Let me know. The Real Aaron Collins, welcome, welcome, guys. Go subscribe to The Real Aaron Collins. All right, show him some love. So, I don't like going out to eat in groups because I feel like somebody's always trying to get one over on me. I remember in high school, we went out to go eat at BBQs, and one of the girls, she knew she did not have any money, but she sat down at the table and she ate anyways. So now everybody else at the table has to pool their money together so that they can pay for her. I don't like that. I don't like that kind of stuff. I remember eating out with a group. I was not even hungry. I was just with my friend. So these aren't my friends, these raggedy people. These are her friends, okay? One of the guys, he's like, everybody just put in $20. $20? I ordered an iced tea. West Haven Always and Forever. Welcome, welcome. Guys, go subscribe to West Haven Always and Forever. I ordered an iced tea for $2.75. Why would I give you $20? $20 for what? $20 for what? Thank you so much, beautiful. I was just catching up on your videos. I don't know if you saw my comments. $20 for what? I literally just had an iced tea. I didn't eat anything. I ate before I left the house. So, oh, God bless you too, honey. So why am I giving $20? So I paid the price for the iced tea, and then I left $2, and I'm like, everybody else, pool your money together so that you can leave the tip. And these people are just looking like, I don't know. And you ever feel like somebody's trying to get one over on you? Like, does anybody else, I don't know if anybody else is like me and they pick up on vibes. Like, I'm the kind of person, I can pick up on people's energy. Like, if a group of people are talking about me and I walk into the room, like, I know something was being said. I can feel the energy. So I just felt like the energy at the table was leaning towards these group of bums, and they wanted somebody to pay for their meal because they had had a hearty old time. And I'm just sitting here like, okay. And I don't know what would make you think that I have it to pay for your meal. And yeah, if I have money left over, I'll take my mom out to eat. I'll take my grandma out to eat. I don't even know you people. So long story short, I told the waitress, I was like, I will take a separate bill. How do I share videos on my community tab? Just click share. There's a share button somewhere here. I know for me it's like the 3 dots. I don't know how Android works. I'm sorry. But yeah, so that just reminds me of why I don't eat out with people. Because I feel like a lot of people try to get one over. They know they don't have enough money to eat, but they're ordering dinner, they're ordering dessert. You don't have it. What are you doing? They're not going to run a game on me. I'm from New York. You better try that again. Oh, hey, Sankofa Cyborg. Oh, let me make you a moderator. I'm surprised you're not a mod already. Because I tried to mod as many people as I can because I don't look at the comment section. So, yes, always go with the separate bill because they do the most. Mr. Wise, you are really wise because these people will try to get one over on you. Ordering dessert, ordering an appetizer. They're like, oh, we ordered an appetizer for the whole table. Meanwhile, that's an appetizer that they like. I pay my own, exactly. You pay for your own stuff. They ordered an appetizer that they like. They had gotten ribs. Anybody who knows me knows I don't eat pork and I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork and I don't eat beef. So you ordering ribs, I never even touched the ribs. I never agreed for us to order an appetizer. Oh, it was for the whole table. It's not our fault that you going vegetarian. And excuse me, hello. I didn't eat the ribs. I told you before you guys ordered that. I was like, listen, okay, I don't eat ribs. Don't ask me to pay. I was very specific. I was like, don't ask me to pay for any parts in that. Then when the bill comes, they want to argue. There's no arguing. So guess what these do? Guess what these people do who have no sort of home training? Because apparently my friend, I don't know where she got her group of friends from. I paid for my stuff and I left. Well, it turns out that they didn't have enough money to cover the bill, like I knew that they did not have enough money to cover the bill, because they were asking everybody to put in $20. And I'm like, who but one person ordered more than $20 of food? That same guy who is out here ordering an appetizer, who's out here ordering a meal, who's out here ordering dessert, who's ordering drinks, alcohol on top of that, asking everybody to put in $20 each because he thinks he's slick. He thinks he's going to get one over on people. And a lot of you guys, you better be careful because people will try you, but you have to show them how to treat you. I'm like, no, we're not doing this today. So I paid for my stuff and I left. And, you know, I told her, I told the waitress, I was like, I respect what you do. Here's $2. I ordered an iced tea for $2.75 and that's it. I didn't eat anything. You know, I told her, I was like, listen, I respect what you do. Because I don't want to be banned from a restaurant. That's embarrassing to have to tell somebody that you're banned from a chain restaurant. So, yeah. So, long story short, they end up dining and dashing. Okay. They didn't. Okay. So, let's say that the bill came up to like $120, right? They only paid $100 of the bill. So the bill was missing. So on top of you not tipping this woman for her time, because these waiters and waitresses need this money so that they can make ends meet, which is short, which is going to come out of her pocket, you didn't even tip her. So now that one of the guys has to go back because he forgot his cell phone, and then they were basically barring him from leaving the restaurant. They're like, no, you have to pay this, you have to pay this. And it was another guy. It wasn't the same guy who got one over. And it's like, you know what? I'm glad because maybe when you guys understand that you're financially responsible for this grown man who is out here getting one over on you, that's the kind of person who always asks to borrow money and never gives it back. This type of person always asks to borrow money and they don't give it back. They're over here eating good in the neighborhood on your dime. So that's just something I wanted to talk about. I don't go out in group settings unless it's with my family. Oh, thank you so much, West Haven, always and forever. Guys, make sure to go subscribe to her. I don't go out in group settings because people think it's their lucky day. Now, something else I wanted to talk about is that there seems to be this new thing of going Dutch out to dinner on dates. Here's my thing. And most women are like this too. You don't think I'm like this just because I'm Haitian. There are women who are like this who are American. There are women who are like this who are Jamaican. And many of us agree it is ill-mannered to invite a woman out to eat and then to tell her we're splitting the bill or we're going Dutch. I can't speak for any other woman, but personally for me, I'm going to think that you don't even like me like that. You don't like me like that. Because why would you ask me to go Dutch or split the bill? Now, I'm understanding that men are saying that they have been used for free meals. Now, I did read about this woman who went on 347 dates just to get a free meal. And I think that's awful. I really do. Because what happens is that that makes people bitter. And when people become bitter, especially with men, they never take it out on that person who did them wrong. They take it out on the next person. So now, I mean, men could really hold a grudge. You would be surprised. So now they want you to pay for something else another woman did to them. And it's like, listen, if you got, I'm sorry. That's unfortunate that that happened to you. What people should start doing is coming together, because women do that. They come together if they're like, listen, this man is asking women to split the dinner bill and go Dutch. Women talk amongst each other, so that man will probably have a hard time getting a date next time, if ever. So men should gather, and they should put women like that on blast who are just using men. Women who openly admit that they only go on Tinder so that they can get free dinner dates. Maybe it's because I have food at my house, but if I don't like you, if I don't genuinely want to be with you, I will not waste my time. It is a lot of work getting ready for a date. Typically, I will have to straighten my hair. That already cost me $50, okay? If I don't want to be somewhere, I'm not going to be there. And then, of course, I have to have a dress. My nails have to be done. Okay, it costs money to get ready for a date. So I can't understand why women are out here trying to use men for free meals, simply because I feel like it costs more money just to get ready than the actual meal. Like, to me, that's just, silly. Your hair has to be done. You're going on a date. Sometimes I stop at the spa. I remember when I was with my ex and we used to go on dates regularly. I would stop at the spa so that I can exfoliate my face. You wouldn't want to look oily on your date. So that's the part that never made any sense to me. It's like, wait a minute. You're using this man for a free meal, which is not okay, mind you, which is not okay. But doesn't it cost more money to do your hair and get a new outfit and nails and all that stuff? Even if I don't get my nails done, I have to get my hair done. My hair has to be presentable. That's $50 right there just so that they can straighten the hair for me. And then an extra $5 because I want them to trim my ends. I've never understood that. I'm like, doesn't it cost money to get ready for dates? I wish I could speak to these women personally. Maybe they're not stopping by the beauty parlor before the date. I don't know. But for me, it costs way too much money to get ready for a date for me to have to, oh, I don't really like him, but, let's get this free meal. No, I will not be somewhere I don't want to be. You can keep that free meal. I have food at the house. That's another thing. When you work as an extra, they have somewhere called catering where they have like professional chefs to make your food and craft services. So it's like I always have access to food anyway. So it's like, why? This is too much. I always try to do my best, at least, to not make somebody bitter so that they don't get mistreated. But if I were, never, ever, 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 ever see me again, I would be gone. I would tell my father, when this man calls the house, please tell him I'm not here. Oh, thank you, Aaron Collins. I would tell my dad that, like, Dad, if this guy calls, please tell him I'm not here. I remember one time when I was in school, there was one guy who really, really, really liked me, but he kept calling my house phone, and my dad was not having it. Like, I guess he was upset. And this is the funny part, because he kept calling, and I guess he didn't want my dad to pick up, so he kept hanging up. And then and then on the third time he called, he's like, "Why you keep picking up?" My dad's like, "Why do I keep picking up? I gonna have to kick his ass." He started going off with his Caribbean accent. It was so funny. He's like, "Don't call my house anymore." I'm like, see, that's just a sign. And then come to find out, this same guy who did this had asked a woman, not me, but had asked another woman that he was in college with to split a dinner bill. I'm like, see, that's how I know that you don't have any manners. Because first and foremost, when you call somebody's house, you're supposed to say, Good evening or good afternoon, Miss or Mr. Such and such. Can I speak to this person, please? You're not supposed to call and hang up the phone. How is my dad not so? First of all, we have caller ID. We know you're calling. And how is my dad not supposed to be annoyed? My family's from Port-au-Prince. Yes, Aaron Collins. And then on the third time he calls, he asks him why he keeps picking up. Obviously, he keeps picking up because it's his phone. Like, that's his house phone. So that's why he keeps picking up. You keep calling this man's phone and then hanging up, thinking he's not going to say anything. But that's the best way. I know some people who are like, oh, I have an ex and I can't get him to stop calling me. Just give your dad the phone. He'll stop calling you after that. All right, I'm going to end this video, guys. Have a wonderful day. All the rules for dating Haitian girls different from American women. Yeah, I feel like it's just oh, welcome Mansa Moon. I feel like it's just a respectable thing. If you call somebody's house, you know, you have to be respectable. Hello, good evening. May I speak to, you know, if I was calling your house Mansa Musa, may I speak to Aaron Collins? May I speak to West Haven Always and Forever? You know, you're just polite when you call people's houses. You don't call and then keep hanging up the phone. You know how annoyed I would be if somebody kept calling and then hanging up the phone back to back? You don't know if I'm trying to take an afternoon nap. You don't know if I'm trying to watch my afternoon soap opera. You know, it almost seems like you're prank calling me. Or like you're, who are those people? One of those telemarketer people. I don't have time for this. You know, you have to, oh, hello, good evening. And he probably would have given him the phone. But then he asked him why you keep picking up. How are you going to ask an adult man why he keeps picking up the Verizon phone that he pays for? And then when I think about it, I don't even know how he got my number. I'm assuming because when we're in class, we have to exchange people's numbers, and there's like a number list, but we're only supposed to use that in case of emergencies, like, like when 9/11 happened. Oh, can you take my kid because, I'm in Manhattan right now and I'm far away. It's an emergency. It's not like a let's call and have conversation sort of a thing. Now you're going to get your parents' house phone number blocked on our house phone. Now, if there's an emergency, you can't even get through. Terrible. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. Let me know what you think about splitting the bills. Now, the first instance is when you're out in a group setting. If you're out with a group of people, do you all just have one bill or do you have separate bills? And another thing is for when you're out on a date, do you split bills or does the man pay? Let me know. Comment